Okay guys, today we'll be replacing our ignition coils on this 2013 Ford F-150 3.7 liter, and this can be done on the 09 to 014 models guys. Just please check your service manual for the cylinder order, as we have the P0305 and the P0302 code, which is a misfire on cylinder 5 and cylinder 2. And my understanding guys are that the cylinders are 1, 2, 3 on the passenger side, 4, 5, 6 on the driver side. So let's go ahead guys and get that replaced. So to get to the ignition coils on the passenger side guys, we need to remove the intake plenum. And first I should say we need to disconnect our battery. So let's do that guys. Okay, so now we got our battery disconnected. We want to start to remove some of these connectors guys connected to the intake plenum. So to remove them guys, you have a little tab we got to push down on it. So you just want to push it forward, pull back on the tab guys, push it forward and then pull it off. So we'll set that aside and we'll get this connector here disconnected. Also we'll disconnect the throttle position sensor, and to do that we will pull up on that red tab and then we'll push down and disconnect the connector. Next step guys, we'll remove this connector here and we'll just squeeze the two tabs, push it forward, there we go guys, and then we can just slide that off. Set that aside. We'll also go ahead and disconnect this connector here guys. Just like that, we can set that aside. Also this connector here guys, we'll get this off. Alrighty, and we'll disconnect this connector here guys from our mass airflow filter, which has a red tab again. We'll just pull that forward, squeeze down and disconnect that guys and set that aside. Next guys, you want to check this main wire harness. There's a tab that holds it in to the plenum, so you want to make sure guys it's sometimes broken. If not, you need to remove that guys. So the next step guys, we'll remove this clamp from the throttle body, and then we can remove our air filter tube. I'll just take off this clamp as well, so it makes the workspace more clear, guys. So we just set that aside. So now we have more access to everything. Now guys, I'll just remove this heat shield out the way, and we want to get as much of this debris out of here before we pull anything, guys. So the next step will be to remove these 7 bolts that hold the plenum in, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's one at the back here, and this one at the top. So you can feel with your finger, guys, to find that other bolt. So they don't come out all the way, guys, so they will just pop up like that, like this, and this one comes all the way out. The one on top comes all the way out, guys. Remember to grab the washer as well. So now we can remove the plenum, guys. Just make sure you loosen everything, and make sure to check all your connectors. Now guys, we'll just lift out the plenum. Remember to check everything, guys, as some of these tabs have to come out as well. So we can just lift that off now, guys, and get that out of the way. So as you can see now, guys, we have access to all our ignition coils and spark plugs. So we'll just go ahead now, guys, and get this side changed and that side changed, guys. So here's cylinder 2, guys, and cylinder 5 would be all the way over here. No, my bad, 5 would be the center one. So the 2 parallel cylinders are where we are having that misfire. And to remove the ignition coil, guys, first thing you want to do is to remove this electrical connector by pulling up on that red tab and then pushing down and disconnecting it like that, guys. And also removing this 8mm bolt. So let's get that done, guys. So just be careful not to drop anything, guys, as we should have covered that intake right there, but I'll do that shortly. So now we just twist the ignition coil, guys, and pull up. And there we go. So here's our new ignition coil, guys. And also our new spark plug. So let's go ahead and remove the old plug and get everything installed, guys. So using my 5/8 socket, guys, we'll get down onto the plug. And get that out of there, guys. So this is where our magnet comes in handy, guys. So here's the new spark plug, guys. And we'll just probably set it in our spark plug tool. Get it down into the hole and start to thread it by hand. Well, there we go, guys. And now we'll just snug that up, not over tightening it, guys, as you do not want to strip the spark plug hole or the threads. So just to where it's tight, guys, and snug. No need to over tighten. Here's our new ignition coil, and when installing you want to make sure this part is aligned with where the mounting bolt will go. So we'll just push down on that, guys, and then get our bolt in and mount it down. So we'll just start by hand, getting it threaded in, and then we'll just snug it down with our ratchet, guys, not over tightening it. Just to where it's tight enough, guys. I said no need to over tighten. So that's good. Then we can just reinstall our electrical connector and push back the red clip in and just test, make sure it's not loose or coming off, guys. And that's how we do cylinder 2. And we'll go over to cylinder 5 next. So okay, guys, let's get cylinder 5 removed. We'll just remove this tube here so we have better access. So again, we'll just disconnect the connector, guys, pressing down. Someone broke off the red safety tab, but we'll just press down on that, guys, and get that disconnected. And then now we'll use our 8mm socket to get the bolt out. And I would recommend, guys, just going ahead and changing all of your ignition coils and spark plugs while you're in here. Save you time and money, guys. Instead of buying them single, you can get a set for a cheaper price. So you just pull up on that, guys. Then using our 5/8 socket, we'll get the spark plug out. Please remember, guys, to like, share, and subscribe. So it's fairly an easy job, guys, if you're a DIYer. I recommend doing it yourself, guys. Save yourself some money and also learn about your vehicle. And using our telescopic magnet, guys, we'll just reach for the old spark plug. So here's our new plug, guys. We'll just drop that down in there. And then using our hand, guys, we'll get that hand tightened. And then we'll snug it up with our ratchet. Not over tightening it, guys, just giving it a slight snug. Then we'll get our ignition coil on and mount it down, guys. Remember to line up the hole here with the mounting bolt hole and pushing down with a bit of pressure, guys. Then we'll just use the bolt and hand tighten it first. Then snug it up with our ratchet. That's it, guys. Just do all of them while you're down in the engine, especially after you're having to remove that plenum, guys. You do not want to have to go back there if you do not have to. I hope this video helps you. Please feel free to comment, guys, as all feedback is greatly appreciated. So we'll just get our connector back in. Do we hear it click? Or if we don't, we can just test it to make sure it's not coming off, guys. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. God bless. I see y'all on the next one. Thank you.